So what is your typical week like?
Me?
Yeah. Like, you know how people have a routine, a traditional routine?
My week is always check in with Rob and see what we got going. If he needs me over there at the house or needs me to go somewhere, do something. If Donnie needs me up there, or then I have concrete that I'm consulting on in my concrete business, forming and pouring slabs, also consulting on shell contracting, slab, block, beam, roof, dry in, and then move on to the next thing. I do that with my son. So I wear many hats. Got a Vanilla Ice project, got the concrete consulting, Wes Kain Enterprises. I have my clothing line, Wes Kain Originals, skateboard decks. I have that going. I have ambassadorship to VP Racing Fuels. I have ambassadorship to Monster Energy.
Oh, wow.
Rockwell watches. The bump box boom boxes.
Yeah.
Ambassadorship with that company. TEK Roofing.
Yeah.
And my race team, I have 2 race cars, a pro truck. So whenever I get like those 8 or 9 things done, I find time. I go up and work at the race shop, work on my pro truck or my street stocks, or then I'm hosting, announcing motocross races, supercross, outdoor nationals, amateur nationals, anything. So I'm barely got time to sleep.
Do you have a road manager like
Andrew?
Andrew?
Me and Andrew guides me a lot on different things, but yeah, I have a booking agent. I have.
How does that work? Do they just get an override off of what they book?
What's that?
Do they just get an
override? They
override?
got a calendar and people like, hey, I need you here. Like I just went and found a date. So I know I'm already booked in October. I know every weekend except after the first, I know I can come to Texas for at least 4 days. Then after that, every week I'm booked. But if I got to come out there during the week, I'll go do an event and then I'll fly into Dallas on Monday. And I can be at the warehouse all week and just base it there and go back out.
The warehouse guys are going to just light up. You know?
We're gonna light up. We're gonna light them up. We're gonna make them busy.
I gotta be there when Wes walks.
No, you're coming in.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you have to be.
I gotta be there.
No, we're doing the whole thing. We're gonna do like,
Definitely.
hey, I'm driving up. Hey, I'm gonna meet the guys. We're gonna do a whole big thing outside, and then we're gonna go in and meet everybody.
Yeah.
We're gonna have fun, bro. We're gonna blow this up. We're gonna welcome everybody, and I told you I want to take this. We're gonna take steps. I know where you're at, and I want to get a quarter, then I want to get a half, and I want to double everything that you're at right now. I want to do it. We know people.
You know, it's really possible, and that's because of
It's gonna happen. There's no possible. I don't even like possible. Possible. There's too many words that go with possible. It could be possible, or is it impossible? I'm possible. It's possible. It's gonna happen. It's like there's no I can't in my vocabulary. It's I can. We're gonna make it happen. One way or the other. Andrew's got models and like a clear pathway to Canada. An uncharted territory. With everything he touches at Regal, everything's already in place. Now, besides crystal rail and railings and lighting and all that, now we have a roofing product that are going into every one of his contacts.
How long has he been doing that?
Andrew?
Yeah.
Andrew's the vice president of that company. It's fucking.
That's the guy that was sweating like crazy.
Andrew.
Yeah. Tall, sweaty man.
He's insane. He texted me at 3 a.m. last night.
You met him. You met Andrew.
Yeah, no, I know.
You know how I met
had meetings
Andrew?
with him at 3 in the morning.
Hey, Andrew, listen,
serious.
we were doing that season 8 house, and I had somebody collared up, and I looked over, and I don't know what happened, Donnie. I had somebody jacked up against a wall, And you were with Kate and Andrew putting in the lightings in off that bedroom, right? And Andrew goes, he looked at me, he goes, "Oh, Wes Kain." And I took the guy, he was giving me a bunch of shit, and I grabbed him and I said, "You go that way." And Andrew goes, "What was that all about?" I said, "Somebody not doing what I want them to do." And then he had Kate, who's Kate the Builder, and they were putting in the glass. And see, that's how that company is how Andrew's like connected with other TV shows, product placement. And that avenue we're gonna do with TEK. Not only on Vanilla Ice Project, but we're gonna get with other TV shows.
Would you want to be like?
And that's a big commercial. That's a worldwide commercial right there.
Oh yeah. Would you want to be like the roofing Santa? You know, like show up with your Santa
Whatever
bag
it wants to be, whatever it is, we're gonna make it happen. Andrew's got a lot of avenues that we're gonna use, and if one door don't open, we're gonna knock down another door until we reach these goals.
How did he get in with Property Brothers? How did that happen?
Because his product,
Oh, they reached out to him.
yeah, they're like, "Hey,
Oh,
we
wow.
want to use your product on our show." Just like our production company reached out to Andrew and said, "Hey, Rob really wants to do something really cool on this deck." And what they do, we have APs and they go through. And then they're like, "Hey, Rob, you like that?" And Rob goes, "Yeah, that's
What's
really
an AP?
cool." Associate producers.
Oh, okay.
So what they do is they go through and Rob goes, "Hey," and a lot of this is at the building show. So Rob walks through the building show and Andrew's got a display there. They make contact.
Okay.
And then next thing you know, here's a card. They reach out to Andrew, his company, and go, "Hey, would you want to come and do a segment on Vanilla Ice Project?" Sure. Just like now, but you're going to do your building show. You're going to do different things, but Andrew already has those connections.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I wonder how
kind of
many
easy
he's
now.
got. I'm sure it's a lot.
It's easy, just like how you're on Vanilla Ice Project. You're on Vanilla Ice Beach Project now, and you'll be with whatever project Rob wants to do, and that footage and that stuff is the best commercial that you can buy.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Yeah. No, there's
forever.
no
Like-
value on that.
Like, it's forever, and I try to explain to people that this footage is forever. It doesn't go away. It's not a commercial that's not paid for no more, and you pay for 6 months and it's over.
Yeah, it stays there.
It's like Gilligan's Island. You turn it on, they're still fucking trying to get off the island.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or like my daughter. My daughter, Taylor, she's 32. When she was 10, she goes, Dad, I saw this awesome movie. You gotta watch it. It's on again tomorrow night. And I'm like, "What movie?" She goes, "Come on in here." She was born in the night. She's 32. So what was she born in 90, whatever, 3, 4, 90, 89? It was the Coneheads
Oh,
with
how
Dan
funny.
Aykroyd
Wow.
and Chevy Chase.
Yeah,
And I go,
yeah.
"Taylor, this movie's 10 years old." But to her, it wasn't. It was the most purest thing.
Huh.
And I was just like, I gave her a hug. I'm like, "This is so amazing." You know, it's like, wow.
Reruns.
I just had all 5 of my kids watch Karate Kid the other day.
Dude, my nephew at the house has never seen like Days of Thunder or anything like that, or like Point Break with Patrick Swayze. I'm like, "Dude, you need to sit down because this is good stuff. This is monumental."
Yeah.
Hey, I never, when we were kids, when Star Wars came out in 1977, my stepdad and stepmom did not take me to see it, and that was the biggest thing ever. All the kids went and saw Star Wars. They just didn't have the money to go and take us. Rob made me sit down and watch every one of them, and I felt like I had missed out on life. Rob goes, "You're watching this," and I'm like, "Dude," he looked at me because, "You never watched Star Wars?" I'm like, "Absolutely not." He goes, "We're starting from the beginning," and we watched every one of them.
Wow.
It was amazing that I missed that. And I would have continued to miss it unless he made me sit down and watch it. He was flipping out. He goes, "You've never seen Star Wars?" I said, "I've never seen a one."
That is pretty crazy.
He goes, "You're coming over and we're watching every..."
Like binge watching.
Like every
days.
one of them. Every one of them. Huh, Donnie?
Yeah.
You were there?
Donnie's all in there, man. When we go, Donnie goes. Look at that. An ocean of money. Sugar cane.
America would not make it without sugar.
You're 100% right.
I mean, even tap water has sugar in it, I swear to God. Like, sugar's everywhere.
They charge us for water. When they're going to start charging us for air. They do when you go to pump air in your tire. Hey, here's where we're going. We're going way down there. And we are right here.
That's where Donnie has planned.
Donnie has been out here at night hiding people out here in the bushes.
You gotta So how does this work? Like we stay on a flatbed and you guys just shoot in the water or what?
We got a spot. We got a spot.
You
and
shoot with guns, like.
we're gonna get them when they come up on the bank.
Okay. We're not jumping in there and like.
If we get
Manhandling
one
them?
about as long as this truck, that's the last thing you want to do. Because Andrew honestly told me to not let nothing happen to you. He goes, "You and Donnie better sacrifice your lives for Austin." And now I got Zach. We gotta make sure Zach's all good. Gotta get Zach. Zach and Austin Martin. You gotta roll those windows up. Austin was just shooting 18 holes with Tiger Woods. He got out of that car in his Gucci sneakers and his members only and his Pierre Cardin pants, and he is ready to go gator hunting.
Hey.
I asked for some gator hunters, and I got 2 guys from the golf course with Tiger Woods. Hey, we're going to go hunt, and we're going to have a blast. Donnie, you riding with me?
Oh yeah.
I loved it. It was so good.
You guys got to see the river.
I loved it.
Because they'll never see it coming. They'll be like, these are just some golfers up here. Next thing you know, they're getting blasted in the head.
You know, we snuck onto the sawgrass.
So here's what we do.
Uh,
You take the pole, and you snag them, and you reel them in. Now, they come to the shore kind of easy.
okay.
But when they get in shore, they know it's trouble. So then we got to
Gotcha.
hook them. And when you hook them, you got to hold them
Uh-huh.
because they want to get away.
So
They're
we're
like the meanest, nastiest, gnarliest thing in the world, and they're trying to bite, claw, whatever, because they know something's up. So then we got a bang stick, and a bang stick is like what they use underwater. Like if you see a shark, you hit it with a bang stick, or so it has a 357 shell in it, and you just poke it, and it goes bam, and it shoots the shell. So once we get them over and wrestle them around a little bit, get them on the shore, get them all set, then we go boom, and we take them down. And then we all got to get down there and pick them up, throw them back in the truck. We have 2 of them.
Okay. So this is, I need to bring my balls with me. That's what you're saying. Bring the balls.
You might not bring them back, but
Zach, did you bring your balls?
Zach's got them. Zach's got them.
Have you done this before, Zach?
Zach goes, "Should I change my shoes?"
I have caught an alligator, snapped the line, but it.
He
I
bit?
knew it was gonna snap the line.
Well, when you hit him with that trouble hook, he ain't getting away. Because we're not going to hit him in the mouth. We're going to hit him in the tail, in the leg,
So when
something.
you say boom, is this like hammer, rifle? What are we talking?
What do you mean?
It's we hook them, we bring them in, and then we
hit him with the bang stick.
It's on
a banks. Okay, so that's
it's on a stick and bag.
okay. So that's the same as the
it shoots
Louisiana
something out. How does that work?
12 gauge shotgun,
Louisiana.
whatever type bullet fits in the end, you just hit him with it and it just automatically fires.
You have to get him like in the head so he's dead right away, or how does that work?
Yeah, you hit him right in the middle of the
You got to
head.
hit him right in the
He's
head
dead.
and kill that thing.
Yeah, if not, you gotta break out the
If not, then
Trusty
we
22
gotta go
and
into
knock him
hand-to-hand
right out.
combat.
He's got the bowie knife, yeah.
most of the time we use a ball peen hammer.
How many times have you been alligator hunting?
in my whole life?
Yeah.
A shit ton.
For real?
I used to put them
It's
on
like
the
breathing.
floorboard here.
Yeah.
They can come alive. Yeah,
Come
shoot
alive.
them in the front seat.
The Florida life.
Big fish.
Not really the Minnesota life.
Call
Four-legged
had
fish. With
Gator.
a big cat.
With an alligator?
Yeah.
And big teeth.
And big teeth.
We had about a 5-footer across the floorboard, like under our feet, shot it in the head, and then we were going down the road, and it was just knocked out, and it came alive in the front of the cab, and it was a single cab truck. So I was like sitting where you were sitting, and his head was there, and when he opened up like that, my buddy was driving like this, and I was behind him.
Yeah.
I was behind him. I weighed like 140 pounds, but I was behind him and the glass window. And then we pulled over and had to shoot it again. Then there was another time we had one. It was an F-250. We had it in the back seat, and they used to have a gas tank back there. And we were both leaning like this, and the seat was like that. And he fucking rolled out. He was rolling out to come out. And his arm went up and was out the back window. And then we drove to, they called it the slaughterhouse because they used to butcher cows there for Lion Country Safari. And we pulled it out, and it was alive. And it was like a 7-footer, and we had to shoot it there.
So we need to check its pulse and make sure that it's completely,
Yeah.
passed away.
Awesome. How are you feeling about it? Tell us, this is your first time gator hunting?
Well, we have a good commander-in-chief, and I feel safe now.
Have you ever done this
I'm a
before?
little worried, but I know if something happens, Wes is gonna jump in, save the day.
I'm
Feel
going
it.
to do my
Feel
best.
So you were on the fence like throughout the last week as far as coming here. Tell us about that process and what made you pull the trigger.
What made me pull the trigger? You made me pull the trigger. You forced me to pull the trigger.
By annoying you?
You're
Too
pretty
much.
much like, if you don't go, I hate you. You didn't say it that way, but that's what you meant.
No, I didn't mean it that way. But tell about the story about what the one line that I gave that made it make sense.
I don't have it memorized. I have it written down, but it's.
If you were to talk to yourself 5 years ago.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. He sent me this quote, and it says, "You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough."
Well, I also said, like, if you were to go back in time and tell yourself 5 years ago, hey, I have a chance to go alligator hunting with Wes Kain.
Oh,
I
no
don't
doubt
know if
about
I'm
it.
going to go. Remember
no,
that one?
No doubt about it. I'd be there.
Exactly.
100%. And here I am.
Yes.
So I'm
That's
still
right.
that person.
So a couple days later, I get the text saying you're coming.
The only reason I even thought about not going was only because we've been on vacation and for a week, and then before that we were over there with y'all at the flip house,
Yeah.
and then before that we were doing something else.
What did Chelsea think about it when you presented this opportunity?
She's always pushing me.
She was good with it?
Oh yeah, she's always pushing me.
That's
Because she
awesome.
knows. She knows.
She knew it was a cool opportunity.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's great. Sounds like a great wife.
100%. Couldn't do it without her.
John Voss.